Hello second graders, my name is Hannah Downey and I will be teaching you about place value today. In today's lesson, we will determine what place value means and how to apply it to math problems. Today, second graders, we will be learning about place value. Here is the definition of place value. Place value is the value of a digit by its place in the number. Today we'll be using base 10 blocks in my video, so I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the ones that we will be using. The first one right here is this cube, and it will represent the ones place. Next is a long right here, and it will represent the tens place. And this last shape right here is called a flat, and it will represent the hundreds place. Second graders, we are on a mission to find out what number we are looking at right now. We're going to start by counting the numbers in the ones place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 cubes in the ones place. So we are going to just write the number 6 under there. Next, let's move on to the tens place. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 flats. We have 9 flats. Is that the same as having 9 cubes? Or do you need to write it as 9D because you're in the tens place? If you guess that you write it as 9D because we are in the tens place, you are right. I'm going to write the number 90 right here in our tens column. Next, let's move over to the hundreds place. We have 100. Now, how would we write that? Would we write it as if it was in the ones place, like the 6? Or do we write it like it's in the tens place, like the 9? Or do we write it as 100 because it's in the hundreds place? If you guess 100 like the hundreds place, you are correct. I'm just going to write the 100 right down there. Next, we need to find out what number this is. So that means we're going to have to add all these numbers together. So let's start by adding 100 plus 90 plus 6. And together, that makes 196. Good job, first graders. Great detective work, second graders. I now have a new number for you to find. We are going to start in the ones category. Let's start by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we know that this is just the number 9 because there are only 9 cubes. Next, let's move over to the tens place. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 longs. Because we have 4 longs, that means we have 4 groups of 10, which means that we have 40. The cubes are just grouped together into longs of 10 to make it easier for us to count. Now let's look over at the hundreds. We have 1 flat and 2 flats. That means that we have 200. I'm going to write 200 down here. We have 200 because they took these longs and grouped them together into groups of 10. That means 10 groups of 10 equals 100. I'm going to write that up here. 10 groups of 10 equals 100. So since we have 2 groups of 100, that means we have 200. So let's now add these together. We have 200, 40, and 9, which means we have 249 all together. Great job again, second graders. Last mission, second graders. I want you to try this one on your own. Click the pause button and try to figure it out on your own, and once you think you've got the answer, click play again. Great job, second graders, for trying this problem on your own. Now let's work through it together. Again, we're going to start in the ones place. Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We again have 9 in the ones category because we only have 9. Now let's look at the tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 longs. Now, because we have 8 groups of 10, that means we have 80. Now let's count the hundreds. 1, 2, 3. That means we have 300 because we have 3 groups of 100. All together, let's add it. 300 plus 80 plus, let me erase that and put it over in the ones place where it belongs. And then we have 389. If you got this answer too, give yourself a big round of applause. Great work, second graders.